Here we go.
Hi, so today I'm going to be talking about cerebral vascular disease, which is basically strokes. How many of you have known someone who has had a stroke before? Okay, a few of you. So within the United States, there is 795,000 who suffer from having a stroke, and out of those people, there is 140,000 that actually die from the strokes, and that is within the USA within the last year. So within my own experience, my uncle actually passed away about a year and a half ago from a hemorrhagic stroke. So the type of stroke he passed away from was basically a stroke that within your brain, within your brain there forms like a balloon, like a bubble, and when it bursts, it damages parts of your brain. And unfortunately for my uncle, it damaged a big part that left him brain dead. And go ahead. So basically what I'm going to be talking about is strokes, the possibility and how the nonprofit is helping it, and the outcome and success of it. And strokes or to know about strokes and the cerebral vascular diseases, it's important because it's something that is only growing within our society, and it's so according to Jet from What Are Strokes and the Symptoms from in April 19, 2014, basically what it says is that strokes are basically within the brain you need blood flow and oxygen, and what a stroke is when it's missing that. And when a stroke happens, it's because it damages a part of the brain, and that part of the brain that it damages could damage the part of the body the brain is functioning from. So part of the strokes also can affect is you can lose speech, you can lose vision, you can have paralysis from it. Also from Jeffrey Denon, The Lancet, in the article Strokes in 2008, he talks about how 9% of the world die from strokes, and he also mentions how 12% are from 12% of them are people who are 65 years and younger that die from strokes or that have some kind of stroke. Also mention how within the Disability Act there is how strokes is number 6 when it comes to applying for disability, and it is estimated that by the time of 2030 it's going to be basically number 4. So what it's implying is that it's only something that keeps growing, it's not getting better. Now that I've kind of spoken a little bit about strokes, I'm going to talk about the nonprofit. So the nonprofit is the National Stroke Association. Basically within their mission statement, what they're doing is that they're just promoting, and they are talking about ways and how to educate people how to prevent, or how to tell people about rehabilitation places and how to offer help. And one of the things that they do is they do the National Stroke Association Comeback Trail. Basically, it is a walk for people who have suffered, and what they're encouraging is that they pursue, their physical, mental, and journey to kind of like prosper in a way, and kind of help them out in rehabilitation, basically. Now I mentioned the nonprofit and the strokes, I'm going to talk about the outcomes. And so overall, I didn't mention the website. So the website was, for the association, it was coloradononprofit.org, and then for the trail, it was support.strokes.org. And so so for outcomes, according to James Rimmer from the Journal of Behavioral and Development in 2008. He talks about how one of the main reasons and why people are not able to succeed in avoiding strokes is a lot of people who are within the ages of 50 usually don't have the sources, don't have the money, don't have the sources, the money, don't have the transportation, and being able to pursue the help that they want. And then according to CDC.gov and Heidi Mawad in verywellhealth.com, they basically talk about ways of preventing strokes, and a lot of it starts from your teens, how you have to prevent and you have to look out for your health. And one of the things they talk about is one of the main factors is diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure, and a lot of that starts from your root and what you're eating, what you're intaking, and from your youth, how you're taking care of yourself. So what I spoke about today was the strokes, the solutions about the nonprofit, how they're trying to help, and possible outcomes that should be successful, and how it is important to know about strokes themselves because it is something, like I said, is only growing, and you should begin from your youth and how to fix it. Suggested action would be visiting cdc.gov and looking up strokes, or even your primary care physician who can give you a lot more information. And yeah.